Hey guys, it's Eric with Midgard Arms. So I was just got off work and I was thinking about maybe doing a video, something. I'm getting my 308 Norma together so I can take it out to the range. And I want to show you guys one of the important things about bedding an action when it's necessary. So hang on a second. So for those who don't know, the 308 Norma was quite popular back in the 60s, early 60s, late 50s. I think it's actually 63 when Norma actually came out with it, and it was a magnum cartridge to be put into a 30-06 size action instead of having to go in for super huge 300 Win Mag actions and stuff like that. It keeps the same size action as you already have on your, probably already got the deer rifle in a 30-06. You just run the chamber reamer through it and run it to a 308 Norma Magnum. So I bought this rifle used through Cabela's in their gun library, and they're usually pretty good about catching things. So here's the rifle as it sits right now. You can see the bright spots here. I actually put a brass pin for strength here and here, and I'll show you exactly why. I actually glass bedded this one as well. So when you jump up from a standard action, standard caliber like a 30-06 or 270, and then you want to go to a magnum, you have to reinforce things for strength. The magnums have a lot more pressure, a lot more recoil, and everything else. If you don't have that kind of stuff in that, stuff like this will happen. So there's supposed to be a partition right here that actually adds stability to the magazine well when you shoot. So this was the stock that originally came on it, and look at that. I mean, minus this piece here, which, I mean, that's fine with me. I can live with it. You know, when I saw it at Cabela's, I said I can live with that. Clean it up, maybe dye it, get something. But I mean, look at the pattern in this. And because they didn't want to do things right, didn't bed it, nothing, when they shoot, guess what happens? The thing breaks. Okay, so this thing should be a piece of wood that comes right here, and it's supposed to be about a ½ inch thick, goes right there. But because you didn't glass bed it, which right here looks like they almost did, but it looks like they just used standard epoxy in there and barely did any kind of strengthening on that. And when you fire it, things move around, and next thing you know, bing bang boom, that thing broke. And if you look real close in here, maybe you guys can see it. Grab my pointer. There is a crack right here, right at the recoil lug, and it goes all the way through, and then it actually crosses right over here, breaks over to this side, comes all the way up right here. See if I can't push this piece out. See that piece? That's where the crack goes all the way through. Took it back to Cabela's. You know, I wanted to keep the rifle because it's an awesome rifle. Mauser action stuff just like I like, but I wanted to keep the rifle, so they gave me the money back for the stock. They gave me a refund on a gift card to help subsidize the cost of a new stock. And because I'm a Mauser guy, and this was a Mauser, I already had a stock in my rafters, so hence this new stock. Okay, not as nice, I know. I got this off an old 25-06. Funny, huh? 25-06. I love those things. But got this off an old 25-06, and what I did is what they should have did with that. Drilled the holes out on the recoil lug right here, and the partition lug right there. Brass pinned those things, and I glass bedded the entire action from here to here. Glass bedded that thing. And what that's going to do is if there's any shake, recoil, vibration, or anything like that, it's going to keep that to a minimum and keep your stock in one good piece. So just remember, guys, if you're wanting to go in for a magnum, if you're wanting to do old school and ream up a 30-06 barrel to something like a 308 Norma, or if you have a long enough action to do a 300 Win Mag or something like that, just remember it doesn't just stop there. You guys got to strengthen everything up, and you guys got to make sure things get done correctly, or else you'll be buying a new stock, because next thing you know, you'll have a good pair of glasses, I guess. Alright guys, just wanted to share that tidbit of info for you. Oh, one more thing before I go. So, not too many videos on this online or anything, but if you're wanting to shoot 308 Norma, then you don't want to spend $1.50 per piece of brass through the catalogs to order it from Norma. Get yourself some, that should say 300 Win Mag, okay? You run it through a 308 Norma die, and you will get yourself a nice piece of 308 Norma brass. If you look at the bottom, let's see. Anyway, it says 300 Win Mag on there. I don't have a 300 Win Mag, so I know that these are 308 Norma. But, you know, so if you have both, you might want to just go ahead and spend the extra $1.50 so you don't get head stance messed up and try to shoot a 308 Norma out of your 300 Win Mag and blow it up, or wonder why your gun's not chambering when you have a 300 Win Mag that's about, you know, 1/8 of an inch longer than this one, why it won't chamber. So anyway, yeah, you run it through 300 Win Mag brass through your 308 Norma dies. You trim the end down to your cartridge or your case overall length of 2.559 inches, and once you get it trimmed down, you can load it up, seat it, and everything else like I'm doing here. 180 grain Grand Slams, and yeah. So, oh, another side note for the glass bedding. Make sure you use release agent. Make sure you use a good bedding material or a good bedding compound. I'll show you why. So my brand new 7 mag that I got, that I was out shooting last time, show you guys the Covenant scope, Covenant Tactical 4 scope, second focal plane. Shooting that out there, it was getting pretty good groups, so I wanted to glass bed it in order to see if I can't shrink those groups down. I tried a new bedding material that somebody was telling me about, something that costs a lot less, which I should have seen that as a red flag, and said it works the same, everything else, and trust this person's opinion. But anyway, so I put the same release agent on that I've done for probably, I mean, countless times I've bedded rifles, and put the same release agent on, same amount of release agent on, and everything else, and next thing you know, I'm trying to get the thing out, and holy crap, look at that. Look at this piece of wood. Absolutely gorgeous rifle. I mean, that is a nice, beautiful piece of wood, and it was devastating for me to pop that, and the next thing you know, I hear a crick, and then I look, and there's a crack from here to here. So at that point, through the fit of rage that I had, I just went ahead and ripped this damn thing off and hacked at it with a saw and a chisel to get the thing out of there. So I got to spend another $300 just because I wanted to save $5. Okay, guys, so take my lessons as a lesson learned, and stay with what you know and keep it that way. All right, you guys, I'm probably gonna be taking a Norma out tomorrow, since I can't take my 7 mag out. Take Norma out tomorrow, shoot it, got a new steel target. I'm gonna post it up, try to post it out to 1,000, and we'll see. These bullets I got for the Norma ain't nowhere near gonna be shooting good at 1,000, so I'm probably gonna shoot maybe 500 with this, but I'll take 25-06 out, and we'll see if we can't hit that 1,000-yard target, guys. All right, you guys have a great one. Night.